lovelies. This video is about looking in other people's closets. When I was young, I used to always compare myself to everybody else. I was a fat child. I wanted to be skinny. I wanted to be like this person. I wanted to be like that person. By the time I was in my early 20s, I decided I did not want to live my life that way, and I was going to appreciate my life the way it is, and that's it, no matter what other people have had or have. Now with the autistic child, I tend to compare my child. I don't do it on purpose. I know people are like, don't compare, every kid is different. I get that, I do, but I tend to do it. I'm like, that kid's talking, that kid's like younger than Ava. Or when we're out, I tend to look in other people's closets. And I was reading a book, what did I do? About a severely autistic child. And she wrote in the book that she had lost friends because her child wasn't making strides and she was jealous. And I have to say, I totally understand that, and I totally feel that. I love my child. I appreciate everything she does. I appreciate every milestone she gets to. And that's the thing with autistic children. They're at their own pace, and you have to appreciate their successes. Even if they're small successes, you have to appreciate their successes. So I was at my friend's house, and she's like, oh, is she still in a pull-up? And I'm like, yeah, she is. You know what I mean? And it's not that Ava hasn't consistently went to the bathroom. She has, but she also consistently has had accidents. So it's, you know, when I talk to autistic parents, parents of autistic children, they totally get that. When I talk to parents of neurotypical kids, it's always an explanation. It's always like a deep talk or whatever. And so I went to my friend's house, and she has a bunch of kids, and they're like, they don't see Ava as often as I like. Probably my fault, because, you know, they have an open door policy over there. And they said, she's still not talking? Why isn't she still talking? Now, these are kids that are 10 and under, like the youngest being, I think, 4. And I said to my friend, you know, they said, why is she still not talking? And she, you know, gratefully so, had a conversation with them about Ava and her talking, and that, you know, they have autistic children at their school, so they should understand where they're coming from. And these kids were not malicious in the fact that Ava was still not talking, but they still were like, why isn't she still not talking? Whereas with my autism mom friends, they all have different levels of speech where they're at, and at the time nobody is functionally talking at the point of the kids that the kids that we hang around with. But, you know, just the added explanation and the added, you know, that you don't have to deal with what I have to deal with, and you have limited understanding of what goes on here. Yes, I do look at other people's closets, but in the same breath, I also appreciate my child and where she's at. But I'm only freaking human. I can only be human. I cannot be perfect. Do I want my child talking and potty trained and all these things? Yes. Will she be? Yes, she will be. I'm firm in my belief at this point that she will be. But do I get a little envious of others? Yes, I do. And I think it's just human nature. Like, comment, subscribe, holla back.